police. We don't have to prove anything. We're just as horrified that a penis was shown on that cast as anybody else. But you know what would have solved this a lot sooner? If the report system had been used. But nobody used the report system. Good for you, Ed. Nobody's used it. Except for what you just heard me say. And those aren't reports I can take action on. Those aren't reports that tell me anything. And CCX didn't file a single report. All he did was go on Twitter and start mouthing off at Mark. It is not easy to house any community on a website. Not just this one. But we don't want you guys, when we said that, about taking care of your own scammers, that wasn't a, hey, police the website free for all. When we said handle your own scammers, that's exactly what we meant. You as business owners handle your own transactions. We don't. And we're not going to. And that's what we meant. And if somebody scams you, handle it. But if you don't like somebody, then, why not ignore them? Why do you have to make such a big agenda out of it and go channel to channel and person to person and say, he can't be in your room? But Mark, they're twisting it. The ones that don't want to see it aren't going to see it. Oh, you didn't see it, Boom. Sorry. Yeah, he did show it. Mark found the archive, and we thought that he didn't. And he must have missed it because it was a quick flash. So when Mark was showing that archive, it said, see, he didn't show it. And all of a sudden, Zero was like, no, it didn't happen yet. Watch. And so Mark, we were all watching, and we were like, oh, man, he showed it. But nobody proved it. Nobody sent it to us. So we had to spend how many hours last night, Mark, looking this up? Well, Luke, it was there, trust me. It's not a matter of who's right or wrong in the situation right now. It's a matter of nobody reported it and nobody gave proof. We can't act without proof. No, it's not our job to spend hours finding something you're offended by. If you're offended by something, it's up to you to report it. Oh, did you really get that, Big Buck? Oh, gosh. Why didn't you report it? You would have saved everybody all this crap. No, we were wrong. We thought we found where he didn't show it. But he did show it. Now, we could have buried it and never shown anything to anybody and just let everybody cry about it, but we didn't. We did the right thing and we handled it. Being offended by and a site violation are two different things. Yes, Game 7 collectibles. Because there's a lot of things that I am personally offended by, but they're not site violations. And I have to separate myself from that. I'm sorry if I'm killing somebody's room. My apology. But with you guys, there's never a good time to come on here and talk about anything because you guys are all focused on these cards, and that's the way it should be. So, if you're doing a break over in his channel, please stay in there and do the break. Don't curse at us. Yeah, there are several other live streaming sites already out there that if you don't agree with how we do things, you can go to. And if you think they'll listen to you guys like we listen to you guys, I got news for you. Oh, there's no breaks going on right now? Okay. I was hoping maybe there wasn't any breaks going on at this point. C34 Golf, there's always going to be another website coming along. It's no big deal. It's part of the business. We deal with that all the time. Actually, Nima, we're going to. We've got some changes that we're going to put in place I think everyone's going to like. We just inform the basic website rules. Yeah, if you don't like that, too bad. We're not here to tell you how to run your rooms. Chuck, do you want me to tell you how to run your room? Ed, do you want me to tell you what to do in your room? CCX, I know he won't listen if I try and tell him what to do in his channel. No, I don't, Cardboard Hunter. Now I know you are full of crap. Postman, usually people that are underage give themselves away. They'll admit it. And I've gotten screen caps from people where that's happened. So, yeah, Daryl's awesome, but there's a lot of great, awesome people on that top bar. Yeah, I work for my son. You know, our country had a lot of family businesses when it first came about to being. And throughout history, family businesses have been very big. So yeah, I guess you would say this is a family business. But Mark is the owner, yeah. No, I don't want to ban CCX. CCX is the one who's going to bring that upon himself. CCX needs to back off. And he needs to go back to his channel and focus on his business. And leave us alone. No, he hasn't. Big Buck Slayer, don't tell me to relax. It'll get you banned from the room. Bottom line. Ed, you have a personal agenda against Jim. I asked you, what did Jim do? Why don't you like him? And you said simply you don't like him. So I'm going to deal with somebody you don't like? Hello? It's laughable. If you don't like somebody, Ed, stop focusing on them and stop obsessing with them. You're obsessed with Jim. It's kind of crazy. Kind of weird. It's a personal matter, Mark, and Ed doesn't want to hear that. I've tried to tell him that. It's one of the reasons he's no longer on my Skype. No, Chuck, I agree, but the reports weren't reflecting an issue that needed us to dig into the archives. We only did it because Daryl and a couple others had said something to me in an IM, and so we decided to look into it. So, Daryl, thank you. I appreciate you reaching out to us like that. And the others that reached out to us, I appreciate that too. And they did it calmly, and they did it without attacking. And, you know, that'll get you a lot further than attacking us. So CCX, you didn't bring about a solution to this problem. Daryl and the others did. So you need to quit boasting on that one too while you're at it. And now, Game 7 Collectible, you and I are going to agree in this moment about something. I've got nothing personal against Jim, but Jim is high-strung. Jim has a lot of energy. And Jim, I love you, but you can be annoying. You know, extremely, you can be. I get that. But just because somebody's annoying doesn't mean they should be run off a website. Good grief. Yeah, Tanner22, we did have a lot of those. Based on what you just said, we'd have to ban you. Sorry. NetFan, there's no proof. I've not, you know, that's between Jim and whoever that happened with. That's not for me to get involved in. Poseidon, it depends on what's going on. Mark and I both keep an eye on the reports all day and throughout the evening. I'll even get up in the middle of the night and check reports. So, you know, we're constantly checking on them. I think the longest I've gone without responding on a report might be 6 hours, tops. That's just kind of guessing. Yeah, I know, Mark. You can't have it both ways. You know, the report system with the proof is what protects people from false reports. If you don't give the proof, we don't know what happened. And nobody could give us what happened with Smully and Randy. Because believe me, he would have been banned as soon as I got that proof. Yeah, but fish booms, you can't say you're 100% sure without proof. You got to have the proof. Of course, Tanner. No, you don't have to give me the penis picture. We've already found it for ourselves, and they're banned. But I appreciate it now, Big Buck. Thank you, but we don't need it now. I mean, if you're not sure how to report, click on my name, and when that box pops up, you'll look and you'll see different options on there. You'll see the word report. Click on report. Send a test report to me. That way you can get a little practice at it. But, of course, you're not going to have any proof with it unless you've got a screenshot you can take of my screen right now. So, but, give it a try. The report system does work and they do get to me. Well, if you think it was his finger and not a penis, then you need to email the proof to, or not email, but report the proof to us. Thank you, Truth17. That means a lot to hear that from you. Thank you. Yeah, and Big Red Machine, I agree. They could use the report system to get rid of other competition, which is why having that proof is critical. Cards fan, when I left my house earlier, I thought the drama concerning this was over, but CCX was continuing it over on Twitter and pulled us back in. So, you know, CCX is the one who needs to let it die down and back off, and we will do the same. Yeah, Mark actually sacrificed coding time to find the proof. He's coding some really good changes and stuff that I think y'all are going to love. And he had to put that aside last night to deal with all this. No, we didn't, Poseidon 21, receive a ton in 20 seconds. I read all the reports I got on him. That's all we got. It was mostly they're drinking beer, they're being vulgar. Big Blue code, who's going to pay for the people to sit and handle the archives? I can handle the reports. You just have to send the proof, or I don't handle them. I'll throw them out. Keep in mind, we've got tens of thousands of archives every day. We don't just have your archives from here. We don't just have 5 archives. We don't just have 10 archives. We've got tens of thousands of archives that we deal with every day.